Hi guys, my name is Trinh and today I am here to do a TV show review and discussion for Legend of Korra Book 4 Balance. If you don't know, this is the very last season of the show Legend of Korra, and I've been meaning to finish the show actually, and film a video, but I don't know why it took me forever to finish the last season, so I finally did finish it. Of course, I finished it last night. So for the synopsis, it is the fourth season, so I cannot really go in depth, but basically in this season we have a new villain and her name is Korra. Basically her goal is to unite the Earth Kingdom territory. So if a town is in the Earth Kingdom, she's gonna take it over and just reunite everything. It's actually a bad thing because she has become an oppressor and a dictator overall. It's just she has caused so many problems. Honestly, it's not my favorite season. I have always said that the third season is my favorite for Legend of Korra. The fourth one was a drag, honestly. I think that's why it took me so long to just finish the show, because there are so many episodes that I find are just dull. I just sat there and just wait for something to happen. I mean, a lot of things did happen, but I don't know, it's just something about it that I really don't like, honestly. So when I finished the season, I was like, finally, oh my god, I'm finally free of this burden, because I wanted to get this video out as quickly as possible. So yeah, I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars. It's just something about it that I'm not just a big fan, honestly. It's not my favorite, but then again, it's not the worst season. Season 2 was absolute shit. I think my order is season 3, season 1, season 4, and then season 2. I really enjoyed the first season of the show. I love the third season. The fourth one was okay, it's not the best, but then again, it's not the worst. So that's about it for my review. So if you have watched the last season of Legend of Korra, then stay so we can discuss what happened in the show, of course, because this is the last season of the show. The show is over now. I mean, it hasn't been over for quite a while, but this is my second time rewatching the fourth season of Legend of Korra, so I think I have a lot to say. So if you have watched the fourth season of Legend of Korra, stay. If you have not, then leave. Alright? I'm gonna tell you right now, there will be spoilers. First, I want to talk about the character development of a few main characters. So I mostly focus on Korra, Mako, Bolin, and Asami, because I feel for Tenzin, there's not much. Even in the fourth season, I feel he's not even prominent. Korra, she obviously has a huge character development. I find that her character development is very similar to Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. In the beginning of the show, she's hot-headed and impatient, but in the fourth season, she's level-headed, she's more calm, and she's wise. She gives pretty good advice a few times here and there. Obviously, the poison in season 3, at the end of season 3, really affects her, and for a while she's been recovering from the trauma, of course. In the second episode of the fourth season called Korra Alone, it focuses on her and her PTSD. But in the fourth season, the way she handles the situation really shows you how much she has truly grown, and at the end she saves Korra's life. She doesn't have to do that, but she saves her life, and Korra, owes her. But I do love Korra. I think she is just, a really great avatar, honestly. So for Mako, see, the thing is, Mako is a great person. He's very brave, he's caring, he's loyal. He is an extremely loyal friend. But the thing that shadows our opinion on him is the fact that he was a cheater. In season 1 and season 2, he kind of played with Korra and Asami, because for a while he dated Asami, but then he had feelings for Korra. But then in season 2, when he and Korra broke up, he went back to Asami, but then Korra was oh my god, Mako, but then she forgot her memory. So yeah, it was a huge mess, and the fact that he doesn't tell one of the girls the truth really bothers me, because in a way he's cheating on them, he's playing with both girls. And I think it does affect how we view him, or how I view him, because there are times I'm just annoyed with Mako, honestly. The thing that annoys me the most is him yelling at Korra a lot. In season 4, the episode where they reunite, he yells at Korra for the dumb shit. It pissed me off, honestly. So for Bolin, I feel not much happens when it comes to his character development. I mean, Like, he's really funny and caring, and the thing is, he's also really nice and kind. So in season 4, when he's like working with Kuvira, he's like convinced that Kuvira is a great leader, but then when he finds out that she's actually fucking crazy, he, you know, tries to escape from her group. He tries to redeem himself, of course, by, you know, like going back to Republic City and then telling them about Kuvira's plan and stuff. I think that really shows you how his character is. I like that when he realizes that he has made a huge mistake, he tries to redeem himself. And for Asami, I feel like not much, honestly. I think she's just like that character who's just good and perfect, because she kind of is. Like, in the beginning, we introduced to this girl who's rich, who's like really nice and kind, and who's like a driver, a great driver, and she can fight really well even though she's not a bender. Like, seriously, she's literally perfect. And then the 4th season, like, not much, honestly. I do notice that Asami is the person that Mako has played the most, I feel like, because like in season 1 he dated her, but he has feeling for Korra. But then in season 2, when they got back together, they kind of broke off, but then it's not clear that they broke up. Yeah, so she has been played by Mako quite a few times. I like the fact that she doesn't let that ruin her, because I feel like if you've been played by the same person twice, you would have become really bitter. But then, you know, she moves on from that. She befriends Korra, and she doesn't let that affect her. She knows that there's more important things to worry about. So let's talk about season 4, alright? So 3 years later. 3 years, that's crazy, because number one, that's like a long time. So a lot of things have changed. Most importantly, the airbenders got, you know, a new outfit, and oh my god. The first time I saw that, I was like, yo, that shit is ugly as hell, because like, I don't know, I'm just so used to like the traditional airbending outfit, I guess. I mean, like, I'm sure like it's practical, but it looks ridiculous as hell. Kuvira is the villain in this season. So she is uniting the Earth Empire. She is a metabending prodigy. Bolin, Batar Jr., Varric, and Julie are working for Kuvira. So Batar Jr. is engaged to Kuvira. If you don't remember, Batar Jr. is like the oldest son of Su. Yeah, Su Yin, okay. And Opal is mad with Kuvira and her team because Opal sees that they're like negatively affecting the towns. Meanwhile, Kuvira is just convinced that she's doing the right thing. And so is Bolin. Bolin is like really convinced that Kuvira is just a really amazing leader. And then we find out that Kai and Junora are dating. And that's like one thing I wish that's more, I don't know, prominent in the 4th season, because we don't ever really see Kai and Junora together. I mean, we focus on them in the 3rd season, so I kind of want to see them like a lot in the 4th season, and like I don't get that. Like, what the hell? So the scene where the bandits take the food from Opal and Kai mid-air, like that's crazy, mid-air. And then the thing is, I was watching this episode again with my friend Rebecca. You know, she has this theory that maybe the bandits are hired by Kuvira to take the food away, so then the town can be Kuvira's. I mean, like, it does make sense, because how do these bandits have like a fucking helicopter, you know? I do think that Kuvira set up the entire thing, honestly, but then it has not been mentioned again, you know, in the 4th season. So yeah, I do think that she set the whole thing up just to get the town. So Korra, she's in the Earth Kingdom. So Korra has PTSD in the 2nd episode, and we really focuses on her and her recovery. And then we also find out that Korra only writes to Asami. I think that's like a huge hint right there, that she only writes to Asami. And then Toph, the end of the episode, when we see Toph again, oh my god, I was just really happy, because like, we have not seen Toph at all. We have seen Katara and Zuko. We have not seen Toph. So let's talk about Prince Wu. I believe he's like the nephew of like the queen. I don't remember, but anyway, he's the prince of like the Earth Kingdom. So he's very powerful, and he's so annoying. You can tell that he's very spoiled. So Wu will become king, and in like, I don't remember what episode it was, but like basically Kuvira denounces Prince Wu and says that she's the leader of the Earth Empire. And that's just crazy, because like, you're not supposed to do that. But then at the same time, it's not like Wu can actually run a fucking country, but at the same time, her belief is just too much. She is crazy. She's actually crazy. Bolin and Varric decide to run away from Kuvira, and honestly, I don't like Varric at all. He's so annoying, and here's the thing, he treats Julie like shit. So yeah, I really don't like him because he's just like annoying as hell sometimes. I mean, like, he's like very smart and he's good with technology and shit, but other than that, I don't have a reason to like him. The episode where Korra, Asami, and Zuko, wow, no, Mako, oh my god. So when the three people, you know, unite together, that was funny because in a way, like, the girls dated Mako, and so yeah. So then, yeah, Kuvira messing with the vines is just wrong because that's like part of nature, and she's like fucking around with nature, and you don't do that shit, okay? First of all, that's just wrong because, like, you know, the vines connect to the spirit world, and in the spirit world we have Pokemon. We have those animals shit. I don't even know. I call them Pokemon sometimes. Bolin and Varric escape and they go back to Republic City to tell everyone what's going on. My favorite episode in this season is, I believe, the 10th episode is called Operation Beifong. It's my favorite episode because we get the Beifong family, and I love the Beifong family. We see Toph and Lin, but then we also see Bolin and Opal, but then like Sue's family too. I think it's just a really great episode. The fight at the end is so good, man, so good. But then also in this episode we see how Lin and Toph's relationship is just crumbling, honestly, because Toph is, she's not a good mom. That's the thing, she's really not. The fact that she doesn't tell Lin about her dad, that's not a good choice, honestly. You must tell your children about their other parents. So I really like how at the end of that episode we see Lin and Toph, you know, reuniting. I mean, I'm sure it's not gonna be like a beautiful relationship, but at least they're not fighting anymore. So throughout this entire video I keep saying that Kuvira is crazy, and guess what? She is. The end of the 11th episode is just wild. The first time I saw this, I was shocked because, like, what the fuck? So if you don't, you know, remember, Batar Jr., like I said, is engaged to Kuvira, and at the end of the episode Batar Jr. is taken away by Team Avatar, and basically he's just like, Kuvira, I mean, like, we should just stop here because I want to be married to you and I love you and shit. And she's just like, yeah, I love you, and then she just shoot the cannon right at him and like the people around him. She doesn't give a shit about him. I was like, I mean, like, we saw it coming, but you didn't, so like, it's not our fault. But Tar Jr. does fucking suck. I mean, like, even though he has to redeem himself, not really, in my opinion. I mean, like, he has worked with her throughout this entire thing, and then like he only betrayed her because she betrayed him. So really, it's not like, you know, he thinks that he's doing the right thing. No, it's just because he wants her to be stopped. So I really do love like the last 2 episodes, I believe. It's like this huge hour-long finale, and I love seeing everyone working together to fight the Mecha Suit because that shit is fucking tall and is so powerful. So we do witness someone dying in like the last episode, and that is Asami's dad, Hiroshi. He died, and that's just dramatic, honestly, because like he's been crushed by a fucking robot hand, basically. It's just crazy to me. I mean, I do feel bad even though he's like the villain in the first season, but then he comes back, he's trying to like reunite with his daughter, and he feels like really bad for his mistake, and like he's trying to help the team, you know. And the fact that he died like that, I just couldn't believe it, honestly. So at the very end, Kuvira, you know, she has lost, but then she just doesn't want to admit, and then she fires that damn weapon again. I'm just like, God, you're so dumb. Like, just surrender. Like, why do you have to start the shit again? So she almost died. She almost fucking died, but then Korra saves her ass. Like, she's so lucky that the Avatar saves her. I mean, like, Korra could have fucking died because she went into the Avatar state right as like that beam thing hit her. So she could have died, you know. But here's the thing, she was in the Avatar state. It could have been really bad. And then the very last moment, I feel like the first time I watched this, I felt like I was tricked, because that conversation between Mako and Korra, I just thought that they were gonna be endgame, but no, Korra and Asami are endgame. They start dating, you know. It turns out they're both bi. So I'm like, you know, I'm quite happy because I know that a lot of people are fucking ecstatic over Kurosami basically, and me too, honestly. I do love them together. I love Korra, I do love Asami, I like Mako too. There are times I feel like Mako and Korra are better together, but then I remember how much they fight, so I'm just like, you know what, no. I'm sure Asami can handle Korra, because I feel like now Korra is just not hot-headed anymore. She's more calm. She has become a better avatar. I think it's a pretty decent finale. I do wish they kissed at the end. Like, that's like the thing I want. Aang and Katara kiss at the end, so like, why don't we have Korra and Asami kiss at the end? I'm just fucking saying. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So yeah, that's basically it for Legend of Korra. I'm basically done with all of like the TV show review and discussion that I want to do for the past few months, because I did all of the videos for Avatar The Last Airbender and I did all of the videos for Legend of Korra. So I am fucking done. You don't understand, I'm so relieved that I'm done, because like, God, it's been a mission. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye!